Hey, can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Can you raise your hand in the commentary section if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Raise your hand. Hi, this is Tom from Cash Flow Experts. It is great to get a chance to share this valuable information with you. Fantastic. We are all here ready to, what we're here for today is to help a limited number of my members that want to sell an old LLC or corporation that they don't use anymore for $77,000 in an all-cash offer. Does that sound good to you? Great. Raise your hand in the chat bar if it does. Before we explain that process that could ultimately lead you to transferring your old business paperwork over to a new owner, here's the standard disclaimer everyone covers regarding these kinds of business training topics. Nothing shared here is legal, financial, tax, business, or accounting advice. Obviously, get your own advisor. The sponsor of today's show is bestmoney.com. They offer everything from online banking to pet insurance and have been a great financial resource for my friends and family, so I recommend that you try their services too. Fantastic friend of the company and the community, so it is great to have them as one of our featured sponsors. All right, let's get things going. Let's get the ball rolling for everybody here. Okay, here is the opportunity you have today in a simple 1, 2, 3 explanation if you want to sell your old business entity. That's what we are here to share with you today. 1, we have a group of outside investors that want to buy a limited number of existing businesses right now that are not being used anymore. It doesn't matter what state it's in, and it doesn't matter what condition. So completely old, disused, abandoned, old LLCs or corporations is exactly what we're here to help you get top dollar for. Maybe you set up, look, this could be a common example for people. Maybe you set a business entity up years ago and never got around to doing anything with it. This investor group wants 9 dormant LLCs or corporations that are aged at least a year or more. It doesn't matter what condition they're in, as long as they don't have some kind of lien or legal judgment on them. So that's pretty clean, pretty clear. Once we get 9 people that want to sell their old business entities, this offer will be completely sold out and will not be restarted again. They are going to use these old businesses as legal tax shelters to get business funding in the name of the business and to harvest passive e-commerce income with. These kind of old unused businesses are very valuable in the right hands, and I can get you a big cash payout if you enroll today before midnight to work with me as your reselling agent in this. So what I just covered as very, very straightforward fundamentals is we have investors looking for old, unused businesses that you may have and you want to sell, right? Very straightforward, very simple. Needs to be 1 year old or more. No liens or judgments, right? Very straightforward. Any state, any condition. So that is just about any kind of business entity that you can imagine, okay? Now, from your point of view, probably what you are most interested in, what you're most concerned about is, how do you get money for selling your old business and how much can you get? The way to take advantage of this, if you have an old LLC or corporation you want to sell, is pretty simple. Enroll in this Cash for Old Corporations program on the website provided here, and send me your business information on the standard form we'll be mailing to you in your business transfer package when you enroll in this. You can be paid up to $77,000 in a single lump sum cash payment when you accept the transfer, or you could even get more if you took half the money up front and the rest as payments spread out over the next few months. As soon as you enroll in this program, I will personally review your business completely when you send me the business name so I can position it at the top end of the market for a big all-cash offer. So my staff will also immediately put 2 things in place for you that are needed to make your old business funding ready. The cash equivalent line of credit your old business can then draw on, make it worth a lot more. Does that make sense? When we can take what you have that's old and unused and we can spoof it, look at it like a car. You may have a collector's car, but it's all rusted, out of favor, flat tires. You've seen on these auctions, if somebody who knows what they're doing can really spiff up that collector's car, it becomes worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? The same concept applies here in this kind of business restoration and rejuvenation. I'll give you more details on that in a moment, okay? After my thorough review of whatever business you want to sell, you can then give me approval to make any corrections to it, pardon me, or additions recommended that will make it immediately saleable to the highest bidder. I will then list it for you, and I will even help, if you want me to negotiate the highest payment possible for the sale of your old business. And you get how much? 100%. You get 100% of the sale price paid directly from the buyer. That was 2. So I've covered 1, 2, 3. Simplicity of this, that was the second part. Third part, some people have asked me, if I'm not a middleman, why am I doing this? What's in it for me and what goes on behind the scenes to make this work for everyone? Good. This is a fair question. Good question. Simply put, this is a service. It's a service that we've been providing for years. It helps our customers, it helps our investors, and it helps the business lenders that we've worked with for many, many years. We are not just a business education company, as I'm sure you've seen from the material that we send out. We set up new businesses for our clients every day and give them business funding. We've been involved in hundreds of business sales and thousands of corporate formations over the years. We provide many kinds of full service, from buying or selling businesses to estate planning and tax prep. We pretty much do it all and have been in business for the last 22 years, so we are very good at helping people and providing value, which is exactly what this opportunity is. Plus, I get paid a finder's fee from the investors that buy your business. So I have an incentive to get you the best deal as fast as possible. That's logical, right? Totally makes sense. And now you can see all of our interests are completely aligned. My interests, pardon me, are totally aligned with yours as the seller, and you don't pay me any portion of the cash you receive. The buyer pays me when I help complete the sale for you. Here's the deal and the truth of the matter. I get paid by the investor when I help them find a suitable business and buy it from you. That's why I provide this service. It helps me, it helps you, it helps the investor. It's this complete ideal of the win-win case scenario. This means also, on your benefit, in your corner, it means I have a big incentive to get you what you want and make sure your business is sold for you quickly when you sign up for this program. I'm going to show you where you can do that in a moment. That means I am totally transparent in this transaction. So since I have something at stake in making sure your old business is attractive enough to sell for top dollar, here's what I'm going to do for you with my own money to make sure this happens. Okay, pay careful attention. I will take $500 of my own money that I expect to get when your business is sold for you, and I will spend that $500 to have the experts put the assets in place in your business name to make your business valuable. With my own money, I will make these improvements to your old business with your permission. This is what I've listed up here. So this is what I'm going to do with my own money to make certain that we can sell your business as fast as possible for the full asking price. Add your business information to the biggest approved funding database in the world. That's a key, very straightforward thing that we do immediately that instantly makes the value many times of your business. We make all the other tweaks needed to make your business what we call funding ready. So we list it, we do those tweaks, make it funding ready, and then because I have relationships with these public and private lenders, right? I will negotiate with the private lenders to have your business approved for a starting $400,000 business line of credit. Wow. That immediately gets people's attention, these investors, gets the buyer's juices flowing, gets the interest, right? And I will help you add 3 proven sources of online income streams to your business accounts that you own and control, that you can start generating cash flow into your business that makes it dramatically more valuable to any outside investor. I will personally set up the first account for you and give you simple instructions to set up the other 2 well-known income referral accounts if you want to make money from them so that your business sells for even more. So this is something that we can completely put our heads together and do for you. You don't have to figure any of this stuff out. You don't have to do any of the heavy lifting or the hard work. That's the secret. What's the secret to getting the maximum money for an old, unused, in some cases discarded LLC or corporation? That's the secret. These are the things that we do that I'm willing to pay for out of my own pocket up front to make sure your business sells fast so that you get the max money. Because obviously my interests are aligned with yours as well. Now, we have a lot of questions about this kind of topic and opportunity. So let me go through very quickly the most common that I've seen sent into us, the most common sense, the most logical. And then we'll talk about exactly how you can enroll in and register for this amazing opportunity. Obviously, you simply, as usual, go to this website. You can type this into a browser window, www.cashnow333.com. Cash like money, now like do it now. Cashnow333.com. Or you can click the link in the video description on YouTube. They put it there. Or click the links beside or below the video screen. You know how to do this. So you can get to the same secure checkout page via any of those methods. So here are the questions that we get, okay? The common questions: is this legitimate to have another person buy your unused business, and do you have any liabilities after the sale? Great question, completely common sense question. Obviously, yes, you can sell, you can buy, you have the right to sell your old business, and once that transfer and that other investor's name is on there, you're completely done and gone. So nothing the business does in the future has any relation or ties to you. You understand businesses are bought and sold every single day. You know, this is a very common sense transaction. So there's nothing strange or unusual about this. There's nothing to come back at you later on because you used to be the former owner of the business. The transfer is done. You get your money. You're out of it. And now it is the new investor's obligation, opportunity to maintain all of the normal things that come along with running that business. Number two, how long does it take to get the money from this? Once you agree to the transfer, you get your money in 48 hours. So this is not some long, drawn-out process. Number three, what makes an unused business so valuable? I think I kind of went over all the things that we're going to do immediately that's going to make your business sell on your behalf for top dollar. But let's go through some of the details of that again. So why is it that there is so much interest and so much value in these kinds of old, dormant, some people used to call them a shell corporation or shelf corporation, a lot of different nomenclature, whatever the right word is, that people have thrown around in the description of this kind of thing. But at the basic heart of what this is it's an idea of a business that has not ever been utilized yet, which means, very importantly, it has a clean history. So as I said, 1 year or older, has a good clean history. It can hold real estate or capital gain stocks in many tax-free ways. We can put business funding in place that the new owner can start using immediately. That gives it huge value. And the business can be tied to 3 online income sources before you sell it that produce upfront profit that get you a good multiple sales price. So some people have seen in the past that you can get a multiple of whatever the business is doing. Well, when you factor in the amount of funding that's available, the good, clean, long-term history, year or more, and that view of projected sales, income, and cash flow coming in, bang, we got a winner. We'll get it sold for you, and you will make a lot of money from our expertise, from our large group of investors that want these kinds of things, especially this time of year. Take advantage. Strike while the iron's hot is the old saying, right? And number 4, can I still sell my business if I have not paid the annual fees to the state in years? So as you probably know, if you have owned an LLC or an S Corp, every year, whatever state it was registered in, they want some small amount of renewal fee to keep it active, to keep it in instead. Well, a lot of people who started one of these years ago kind of forgot about it. Well, obviously, they haven't kept up with that. In some states, it's more, or some states, it's less. Regardless of the situation, a lot of people just kind of put it in a drawer, forget about it. And now I'm sparking your memory to have you say, hey, there is some value in that. It's no problem if you have not kept up on it Absolutely nothing wrong with a situation, again, where this is a dormant business entity, so you will not have any difficulty. It doesn't matter if your old business is current or dormant. We will put the things in place for you, as I just detailed, as soon as we talk on the phone, that make your old business highly desirable, because you are sitting in the sweet spot with this opportunity. If you have any other questions than these that I've covered, you're not going to get any answers until you pay the fee to enroll in the program and get your transfer package mailed to you immediately. Then we will disclose all of the complete, behind the scenes. I've given you a pretty good indication of what we're doing, but we'll get into the granular nitty-gritty of it. And remember, in this situation, you're covered by a full money-back guarantee minus the shipping and handling. So you have absolutely no risk and everything to gain by taking advantage of this great opportunity. So how do you enroll in this amazing program? Again, you can open up a new browser tab, type in, get a new window open, and you can type in www.cashnow333.com to take advantage of this great opportunity. You must do this. We're gonna fill up all 9 of the spots. In fact, I know for certain, even before we went on air, one of my staff emailed me to let me know one of the packages was gone already. So technically, we only have 8 spots left in this. The deadline for you to do this at the latest is midnight Pacific time tonight, but I feel fairly certain that all of those opportunities will be gone before that. So take advantage of this now. When you see this video, immediately you're watching me present this in real time. Get your hands on this opportunity. It is a rare thing for you to be in the right place at the right time with something you thought didn't really have any value. Now you'd be able to capitalize on it, take advantage of it, and get $77,000, $500 cash for your old S Corp or LLC in this business transfer program. Great opportunity. Here, I don't want to take too much of your time up on a day like today. Here are my final thoughts on this opportunity. As you can see, when you go to the enrollment page right here, cashnow333.com, or you click the link seen below the video screen, or click, depending on how you view this, click any of the links beside or below the screen on the page that you come to based on what device you're watching it on. Here's my final thoughts. As you can see, when you go to the enrollment page to sign up for the Cash for Your Old Corp program, this is limited to the first 9 people that respond, and the page will close down before midnight tonight when we reach capacity. Absolutely, that's a certainty, because this is a hot opportunity, as you can see. So sign up now for this money-back guarantee program before you permanently miss your chance to cash out your old unused business paperwork. We are a 22-year-old organization that has specialized in helping small business owners like this for over 2 decades, so we can do this for you. We've helped buy and sell hundreds of businesses over the years, as I'm sure you've seen, because we have such a big community of investors that we work with. This full service, in fact, had its, if you wonder how this idea came about, well, this full service, in fact, had its origin years ago when I personally started my first businesses and looked for a convenient way to sell them when I branched off into different industries, which happens when people become successful in one thing. They get new opportunities. They leave the old ones behind. You want to do something with that old business that you've put all the blood, sweat, and equity into, or you want to do something with paperwork that you paid fair money to set this up with the expectation that you were going to do something with it, whether you did or not. It's your chance here to cash out, right? So the first time I did this was when I sold my construction company, selling a business to an outside investor to go into real estate investing consulting. Then I sold that to start several online education companies. So as I like to say, I'm the first guinea pig in any of these things to validate how effective they are, how valuable they are to work. I wouldn't ask you to ever do anything that hasn't already been successful, worked on me, and the needs that I've had in small business. Just like you, I'm a small business owner, so I can bring that perspective to any of the services we provide. So my experience in starting businesses and eventually selling them led to the development of this full service that is now very, very popular when chances and opportunities like this come up. This gives you a chance to get big money for your old business entity, because not only do you have a lot of experience behind this, but also remember that I only get paid my finder's fee from the investor when your deal closes quickly and you get paid top dollar. So again, our incentives are completely aligned in this in this opportunity. That means, as I've said, I have a big incentive to help you sell for as much as fast as possible. My incentives totally align with yours in this deal, and I will move heaven and earth, as you can see, to get you what you want by selling your old business. And you may even find, I mean, people come from many different points of view when they find out how powerful and valuable and profitable putting these things in place in an old business can be. You may even find that once my company puts funding in place for your old business and starts it on the path to making $5,000 a month or more in e-commerce sales, you just may want to keep it for yourself. It's completely up to you. This offer gives you a world of incredible possibilities, so sign up immediately today before you miss this chance and this deadline opportunity. Absolutely amazing timing. You couldn't be at a better place. What do they say? Strike while the iron's hot. Be at the right time in the right place. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That all of those things apply. This is your golden opportunity. Go right now, open up a new browser tab, type it in, www.cashnow333.com, or click the link that is embedded below in the YouTube video description. They always put the clickable link to go to the secure checkout webpage, or depending on what kind of device you watch this on, there's so many different kinds now. If you get to a page, you'll see you can either click beside or below, or sometimes even above the video screen to get to the same secure checkout page where you can take advantage of this opportunity. It is absolutely discounted to rock bottom because, as I said, we have a need. We need to fulfill these, used to be 9, now it's 8 businesses that our investors are looking for. So I want to help you make it possible. And again, there's something in it for me. You don't have to worry about that because you get 100% of what the sale price is. I'm compensated from the people who are in our investor group, again, which means I'm working feverishly to make certain that you get exactly what you want to take advantage of this amazing opportunity. As I've said very clearly, I have investors looking for not 9, but now 8 unused businesses. Doesn't matter what condition they're in, as long as they're a year old, no liens or judgments, any state. Doesn't matter, as I've said very clearly, whether you've kept up with the annual filing fees. No problem if you haven't. Doesn't matter. You can sign up, and you can pay the listing fee to sell your business, and you get, as I've just indicated very clearly, you get 100% of that $77,500 in that kind of sales transaction. What we do, again, why is it that these are so valuable that you can't just do it off the shelf? Is because we have the knowledge, we have the relationships. We're looking for you to bring something that's clear, that's clean title, so to speak, and we will make your business in this process funding ready. The private lender will approve your business for up to $400,000 in a business line of credit. We'll connect income accounts. I'll do the first one for you immediately. So as soon as I see your enrollment in this, we'll get that done for you. We will connect income accounts to your business to make it look as profitable as possible. You do not need to make $1 million a year to have a business worth a lot of money. When it's clear and tangible and people can see that the business has started getting traction, started generating cash flow and revenue, then you can project that forward in the future and makes your business work so dramatically much more. And I think this is the biggest key to the success of this program that you can see with your own eyes is I will spend my own money up to $500 to get this work done for you so it sells. So these things, boom, 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 that need to be put in place, obviously somebody has to do that work, right? Well, I'm going to use my money of my own in anticipation that I'm going to get my finder's fee after the deal is done. So I want to make certain that you're positioned in the perfect place to get the full maximum amount and that this happens as quickly as possible. Because again, that serves my needs and my wants as well as yours. And the investors are all happy at the end result of this. So great chance and great opportunity that you can take advantage of this. Make sure you go immediately. It's going to sell out, 8 and counting, dropping by the minute. We're going to completely close this regardless at midnight Pacific time, if not sooner. So go to the website right now, www.cashnow333.com. Type that into a browser window, open up a new tab, or you can click that blue clickable link. YouTube puts that in the video description to get the same secure checkout page. Or if you're watching this from a different kind of device, that it's on a website, you can click the links beside, below, and sometimes even above the video screen to get to the same place. Absolutely amazing for us to be here together today. I tried to keep this as fast-paced as fun and informative as possible. Now the rubber meets the road. We want to help the people that want to take advantage of this great opportunity. Do this immediately. If that's you, go to cashnow333.com. I look forward to talking to you all again soon. Take care, everybody. Ciao.